3 2 1 Hello everyone, I'm Ekaluki Lakwanakun. On 15th of August 2011, Singapore government announced plan creating natural reserve islands by dumping incinerated trash to expand Pura-Semakau Islands. After this announcement, there are a lot of arguments about it. There are not only people who support this plan, but also have some others disagree it. Today, we will discuss about this topic with Jilapa and Pailin. They are PC Music students. Hello, Pink and จำชื่อไม่ได้นะครับ
Hello A Hello
Hello
P
A Hello Hello Pink
Hello PT Have you ever gone to Singapore before?
No
No I haven't gone
What do you think about creating new land by dumping incinerated trash?
In my opinion
in my view creating landfill by dumping incinerate trash is a good idea. First of all, we can design our land freely, so the size and shape of the land depend on an amount of materials we dump into the sea. Next, we can choose good location for our land. Some natural islands may settle on that locations. For instance, setting on an area earthquake occurs frequently. Setting on the way of storms. Thus, creating new land by dumping is the best way out of these problems. Lastly, we can reduce an amount of trash in our country and get it to make benefits. A lot of countries have the same problem how to destroy their trash. So I think this is a good idea to solve it.
And what about your idea?
I disagree with ED. In my opinion, dumping incinerate trash is not good enough. Try to think every part. If the trash in the sea or in the water, the toxic can spread out in the water and the aquatic animals might be die because there are a lot of pollution in the water.
And what do you think about Pura-Semakau plan? Is it good or bad?
I think Pura-Semakau is a good idea for wild animal. They have to reserve wild animal, and I think it's a good idea to make a new land for wild animal. Yeah.
And what about you?
Personally, I think the Pura-Semakau is not the best way to reserve the animal. I think it has both advantages and disadvantages. For advantages, in fact, animals may increase their numbers, but on the other hand, the animal in the water or in the sea, they may die, and it will cause a lot of effect. I think it's not suitable.
Do you mean when aquatic animal get a toxic form in the water, and when people consume it, they will get the result of it together?
Yes.
Last question. Do you believe that governments can prevent leakage?
I'm sure that they can prevent it because of many reasons. At first, there is 4 4.4 miles sea wall of the land using for like leakage prevention. So it means that leakage cannot be happen easily. Next, the government provides experiment testing the surrounding water for heavy metals each month. Therefore, we can be sure of its safety. Lastly, Singaporeans are interested in Purosemagur plan.
Purosemagur plan.
Purosemagur plan. So the government has to progress this project carefully.
Do you think this plan, which governments can prevent leakage?
I think government cannot prevent leakage at all. Even though the government built a wall around the island, but when the wall was impacted by the water for many times and a long time, it may be damaged, and then the pollution or toxic can spread out into the water.
They will have a little hole and leakage and toxic can pass through this hole to sea and spread
Yes.
all around this land.
And it will cause to all the other countries nearby that.
Okay, thank you for your time and come to joining my interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.